Welcome back. Cindy Dole here. This is Home Wizards, where we love talking about things that don't make you blue, but make you happy, because I think when you have a great home, you're going to feel happier. And that's what we talk about every Saturday from 2 to 4. So I thank you for checking in and listening to us today. Right now, we're going to talk about some great ways to not feel blue at all, because, I think that having a garden, or at least bringing the garden into your world, into your home, is going to definitely put a big smile on your face. And with me is a guy whose job is to basically look around him and see new ways to introduce new plants and new flowers and great, amazing living things to our world. Nicholas Stadden, who is the director of New Plant Introductions at Monrovia Growers. So thanks for being here, Nicholas.
Cindy, how are you?
Fine, dandy.
Yes.
I just love your job. I mean, you were saying that as you were driving here, you're having so much fun just noticing the fall color.
Well, we've had a great year for autumn color in Southern California this year. And it's been kind of a long, extended, slow fall. And so driving down to the studios, I came all the way down Wiltshire, took a wrong turn, and had to drive about 6-7 miles down Wiltshire. But we could see all the sweet gums and the ash trees. I mean, everything looked absolutely magnificent. I'm going to go back that way as well.
Are you really?
Yeah. Take a nice drive home.
Are you going to take part of the plant home?
Well, I carry a pair of pruners with me wherever I go. And
now, can you get arrested for that?
Well, if listeners, if you ever see someone peering over your garden or over your wall, it might be me. So don't call the police.
Boy, I didn't know that Monrovia Nursery had to go to those lengths to get plants.
Well, it's absolutely amazing. We get a lot of our new plants from gardeners who discover something new and unusual in their gardens.
I know.
I'm
just having fun with it. But it is amazing how you can just look around you. And you were saying that you see a lot of older plants here in the LA area that maybe is not something that we would find in nurseries today. And why is that? I think plants are like clothes and trends. If you look at some of the clothes people are wearing, there's some of the things that we used to dress up in the 60s, mid-50s, and what have you. And it's the same thing with plants. So when you come to the older areas of Los Angeles or Pasadena or Altadena, it's amazing. You go through some of those old neighborhoods and they're full of these fabulous old plants that people have forgotten about. So very often I'll be driving past somebody's garden and I'll see something which is like, wow, I haven't seen that plant before. Stop and knock on the door. It might be the original owner and they remember where they bought it. And I'll say, can we have a few cuttings of that plant? Because that might be interesting. I just had a thought, I'm betting, because, so many movies are made here in LA. If you wanted to make a movie that was true to a certain period, I bet that they need to have the right kind of trees and plants to look like it's that time, right?
They do, and that's why you see a lot of the old movie sets in Glendora, Arcadia. They look for these neighborhoods because they have those wonderful old settings, and you can just rope the neighborhood off and you pay someone some enormous amount of money and do what you want to do for 3 or 4 days.
So when you watch a movie, you go, wait a minute, that tree that's not a 1950s tree. Get that out of there. I mean, you can spot the errors, yeah?
Yeah, but I always keep quiet.
Oh, okay.
Always keep quiet, yeah.
Well, let's get to the Christmas spirit, and that, of course, I think for a lot of people means the poinsettia, or poinsettia, however you prefer to say it, which is basically a weed, right? Yeah,
it was actually brought to America I think back in about 1850, and the plant was discovered by one of the first American ambassadors to Mexico.
Yeah.
That's it. So he identified the plant, and of course, what grows in the wild is completely different from what we have here today. And you and I were chatting the other day about all these different varieties and colors. You've got poinsettias now that actually have a flower that looks like a rose. And so you've got all different colors. You have reds, you have whites, you have pinks. One of my favorite new colors is purple.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I think they call it, was it plum pudding, I think is the name.
Like a plum fairy.
That's exactly the same thing. So the other fun thing about poinsettias, I think, is not only can you use them, this is in Southern California, but you can use them indoors, but you can have them outdoors as well, providing you're not going to have a frost, and you can have them in a container right by the front door. So it's a great way of welcoming people to your house.
I know. I've seen some of it. It definitely depends where you live in the LA area.
That's true.
If there's a cooler breeze, they seem to be happier, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. They don't like to be in a high heat area, that's for sure.
Which is so weird because they're from Mexico.
That's well, they need that humidity as well, right?
When we come back, we'll take a quick break. We have a lot more to talk about with Nicholas Stadden from Monrovia Growers. We have quite the display here in the studio. We're going to find out how to bring great color to your winter garden and just enjoy all of it for the holidays. You can call on in at 888-KFWB 980, 888-539-2980. It's a little bit of a reggae Christmas. I love this song. We're back in just a bit.
Christmas come, I wanna pack my bag.